Good morning or afternoon or whichever. I read some stuff and I would like to share it. I'm about halfway through Jesus of Scumberg by Leo X. Robertson. There's some stuff on my channel where we've talked to each other, writer to writer, weirdo to weirdo. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a wild ride. Basically, a lot of Bizarro authors seem to be quite into punk, which isn't my thing. And this is very heavily punk orientated, but it reminds me a lot more of like an old John Waters film, where it's just so over the top and so offensive and bizarre and out there that it's a lot of fun, and I don't notice that I'm not particularly into the music being discussed or whatever. So yeah, it's so far, I'm halfway through as I said, but so far it's a lot of fun. So just bear it in mind if you have delicate sensibilities. And the next is The Silent Garden, which is an anthology by Undertow books, and I'm going to put the front cover here because it was the thing that really drew me to it. It's absolutely beautiful. I got a review copy of it, so thanks for that, guys. I've read the year's best weird fiction that they've done. I've read probably about 2 of those, and I was quite disappointed by those, so I wasn't sure what to expect. But The Silent Garden, I really like it. It's got tons of different people in that are great, that some I've heard of, some I have not heard of. And it's also got some non-fiction essays in it, and I think it might be a journal that they're thinking of continuing, but the non-fiction goes from like talking about films like Dogville and Dogtooth to films like Raw and the book The Vegetarian, and kind of comparing it to Raw. So yeah, it's a very interesting idea of the weirder side of culture. It's got a story from the 40s by, I'm afraid, a guy I've never heard of. It's a translation, and I believe it was quite a coup for them to get, and it's very surrealist, so I enjoyed that. And next I read Dark Moons Rising on a Starless Night by Mame, Bougouma, Diene, and that's with Clash Books. Again, another good one. As you may have noticed, I only really talk about ones that I like on this channel, so generally if I mention a book, it's a recommendation. I just avoid bad things. I just pretend I haven't read it and put it down somewhere quietly. So yeah, I did enjoy it. It's takes a lot, I think, from African folklore. I could be wrong, but I believe it does, but it doesn't spell it out for you. The stories are very ambiguous, but I believe it's 3 novelettes, and the first novelette has imagery that's still stuck in my mind, so that's got to be a good sign. But yeah, so those 3 are on the good pile. Okay, cheers.